And again, arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Stay here and breathe. Control the breath in and out through the nose the best you can. One more breath. And then look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat, big toes together. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good. One more, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow and fold, Uttanasana. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands high to low plank, Chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Good. So tap into the sound of your breath. One more full breath in. Full breath out. And then look forward. Come to the top of the mat, big toes touch. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And then arms by your side. We'll set up for Sun Salutation B. Big toes touch. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Try to sink maybe an inch or two deeper than you're naturally sitting. Good. And on the exhale, bow and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands high to low plank, Chaturanga on the exhale. Big breath in, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And then step the right foot forward to warrior one. Rise up on the in-breath. Exhale, hands come down, high to low plank, Chaturanga, breathe it out. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot steps forward. Firm through the feet, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. And then exhale to the mat, high to low plank. Up dog, deep breath in. Down dog, deep breath out. Good. So come back to the breath here. Moving with your own breath, maybe faster, maybe slower. It's all good. One more breath. And then look forward. Come to the top of the mat, big toes together. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Try to lean into the heels. And then stand tall, hands to your heart center. Good. And again, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, bow and fold. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands high to low, Chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, lifts you up, strong through the legs. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward, really firm through that back heel, and then rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Good. And then exhale, takes you down, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward. Rise up, deep breath in. Exhale to the mat, hands come down, frame the foot, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, breathe it out. Nice job. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then look forward. Come to the top of the mat, big toes together. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Chair pose, drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Stand tall, hands to your heart center. Good. One more round like that, and then we'll add some variation. So chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, breath and movement. Exhale, bow and fold forward. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands high to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps forward. Rise up, Virabhadrasana on the inhale. Exhale, hands come down, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward. Inhale, strong warriors, nice breath. Exhale to the mat, high to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, good. So if you need to, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. You can open the mouth, side out. One more like that, inhale. Exhale, good. And then look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat, big toes together. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. And then stand tall, hands to your heart center. Good. So we'll continue with some of these movements, but we'll add a little bit to it. So we'll come back to chair pose. Utkatasana, drop the bottoms low, reach the arms high. Good. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Good. So maybe sink the hips a little bit lower. Maybe drop into the heels of your feet so much that your toes can lift. Stay here, maybe flower the arms open. If there's any other variations here that you like, go right ahead. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Inhale. Sink a little bit deeper as you exhale. Nice. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Fold forward. We'll meet there. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Good. Step the right foot forward. Rise up to warrior one. So we'll stay here for a little bit. Reach those arms up overhead. Arms frame the ears. Nice strong bend through that front thigh. And then interlace the hands behind the backs. A little lift of the heart here. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow and fold. Humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of that right knee. See if your fist can reach up over your head. Maybe lift off the back a little bit. Good. Really anchor through that back heel. That's going to make you feel a little bit more stable. Nice. One more breath. Good. Then firm through the feet. Slowly inhale as you rise up. Take the arms up overhead. Reach up high. And on the exhale, hands will splash down. Frame the foot. Step back to high plank position. Zip up those feet together. Set up for side plank. Left hand stays down. Take the right arm, reach it up towards the ceiling. Good. So maybe drop the knee if you're modifying this morning. Maybe you decide to lift the leg, or maybe move to a wild thing where you step that right foot behind you and start to lock the hips up towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, be nice and open. Good. One more breath. And then let it go. We'll meet back in high plank position. Bend the elbows, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So in this down dog, let's come back into that dolphin pose, onto those forearms. Good. Shoulders reaching back away from the ears. Maybe you walk the feet in a little bit closer if you want to get a little bit deeper into the shoulders here as well. Good. We'll stay for 3. Firm through those forearms. Good. 2. And then we'll meet back in that forearm plank for 1. Down onto those forearms. Not forever, just a couple breaths, just for 3. Good. 2. And then sink the hips down, Sphinx pose on 1, a little lift here of the heart. And on the exhale, back to child's pose for a moment. And then we'll meet back in down dog. So take your time getting there. I know that was a lot on the arms, so if you need a little rest. And then downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice. So we'll prepare for the other side. So step your left foot forward. Rise up to warrior 1. Arms up overhead. Good. And then interlace the hands again behind the back, that opposite of the interlacing of the hands. A little lift of the heart as you inhale. Exhale, bow down and fold forward. Left shoulder now to the inside of that left knee. So maybe this side feels a little bit different. That's okay. Maybe the fists reach up a little bit higher. Maybe you can squeeze your palms a little bit closer to touch. Good. One more full deep breath. And on the next inhale, slowly start to rise up. Take the arms up overhead. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, hands splash down. Step back to that high plank position. We'll meet there, feet together. And then side plank on the other side. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Good. Feet are stacked, possibly. Maybe you take some of those other options, lifting the leg, moving through Wild Thing. If you want to really lift those hips and heart up towards the sky, we'll stay for 3, 2, and on 1, we'll meet back in high plank. If you need to, drop the knees. Otherwise, come down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So we'll come back into that dolphin pose. Drop the forearms down. Maybe you inch the feet in closer. Maybe you decide not to. Really up to you. Personalize your practice. Good. We'll stay for another 3, 2, and then on 1, forearm plank. Even out the body. Let those hips come down. So your crown of your head, the heels of your feet, making a nice, strong, straight line as much as you can. Good. We'll stay and breathe for 3. Firm through those forearms. Belly's pulled strong. 2. And then on 1, drop the hips, lift the heart, take an inhale. And on the exhale, release your chins down towards the floor. We'll just hang out here on our bellies for a moment. We'll set up for a few more back bends. Good. So arms come long by your sides. Zip up your legs together. Exhale all the air out first. And on the inhale, start to lift everything up. Lift the heart, lift the arms, point the toes. Good. Nice. Stay for 3, 2, and on 1, let everything come down towards the floor. And then once again, interlace those hands behind the backs, clasp the palms together. Good. Exhale it all out. And on the inhale, lift the heart, lift the arms, lift those legs. Good. Stay for 3, 2, and on 1, let it go. Good. Option here to move into a bow position. So your choice, either stay where you are or reach back and grab hold of the heels of the feet or the ankles. More towards the ankles, I would say. Zip up the legs, exhale all the air out. And on the inhale, lift up, lift the heart, lift the belly, lift the thighs as much as you can. Good. Stay for 3, 2, and then on 1, everything comes down. Good. So we'll do that again. This time we have the option for a shoulder stretch, meaning in bow pose, you'll roll to one side and then you'll roll to the other. The option here, if you're not doing that, is to just open your arms like a T. And when we roll to the right, you'll roll to the right and just step your left foot over top the right leg. Okay, so either you start with your arms straight open like a T, or you reach back for those bow legs. Exhale all the air out. And on the inhale, start to lift up and then roll to the right. So find your option here. Good. Takes a little momentum sometimes to get over into that bow pose so that you can truly be kind of melting into that right shoulder. Good. Stay for 3, 2, and then slowly back through center. If the arms are straight, re-straighten them open to the side. And on the exhale, roll over towards the left, either in bow or just step that right foot over the left leg so you get that stretch to the left side of the shoulder. Good. If you're in your bow position, keep reaching those toes way back behind you. Good. And then slowly come back through center. One more inhale here. And on the exhale, just let it all go. Let's go back to child's pose for a moment. Breathe into the lower back. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. So come back together, downward facing. Deep breath in. Just as deep on the breath out. And then look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat, big toes together. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, chair pose, drop the bottoms low, reach those arms high. Good, stay in your chair, bring your hands to your heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. This time, right elbow to the outside of that left leg. Good, make sure those hips are square and rotate through the torso, through the spine. Maybe you stay with the palms pressed, maybe you flower the arms open. Sink a little bit deeper, take any variation that works for you this morning. Inhale. Try to open up just a little bit more, even if that means just looking over your left shoulder. Good, one more breath. And then let it go, fold forward, good. And then from this forward fold, open the feet 2 fist distance apart. We'll set up for yogi toe lock. So grab hold of those big toes. Look forward as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Good. So make sure your feet are 2 fist distance apart. That'll make you feel a little bit more balanced in your stance. Good. Zip in through the belly. Maybe lean more towards the balls of the feet. Nice. One more breath here. And then unhook the toes. Look forward as you inhale. A little bit deeper this time. Gorilla posture. Crawl your hands underneath your feet. Toes on the wrist. Look forward as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Chest to thighs. Little tuck of the chin inward toward your body. Like you're truly enveloping into yourself. Maybe keep a little bend in your knees here. Good. And then slowly start to release. Unhook the hands. Look forward as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up to stand. Take the arms all the way up overhead. Good, and we'll keep going. We'll move right to eagle pose. So wrap the right arm underneath the left. Another way to get a nice full stretch through the shoulders. Bring your hands away from your hearts and try to lift your elbows up so they're nice and high with your shoulders. And then from there, sink into your legs, right leg over the left. No space in the thighs. Good. If you need your toe tips to touch the floor like a little kickstand, go right ahead. Otherwise, imagine your legs completely bound just like the arms. Good. One more breath here. And on the exhale, bring your elbows down to tap the knee. So take your time. Good. And then unhook that right leg, float it back to warrior 3. You can keep your eagle arms, but if you like, you can reach the arms back, almost like airplane arms. Good, so find your variation. Just keep that back leg engaged, really flex through that back heel. Imagine tacking your right hip down, down, down. One more breath here. And then from here, just step your right foot way back behind you. We'll meet in a crescent lunge. So take those arms up overhead once you get there. Good, so nice and tall on the ball of that back foot. Good. Bring your hands to your heart center. Nice. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. Good. Thumbs pressed to your hearts. Again, you can stay. You can lower the bottom knee. You can extend the arms open. Really find what works, but feel powerful into the ball of that back foot. Inhale. Zip the belly. Try to open up just a little bit more. Good. One more breath. And on the exhale, just let your hands come down. Frame your front foot. Good. Straighten that front leg and bow down, chin towards your shins. It's going to feel good to let the leg be straight for a little bit. Maybe start to scissor that left hip back, right thigh bone forward. Good. Back heel is likely lifted unless you adjusted your stance, so really up to you. If you want it to be a more traditional pyramid, to step the back foot in closer. Let's take another moment, lengthen the spine on the inhale. Exhale, bow and sink a little bit more. Maybe you flex those left toes up towards your face. That's a nice option here. Nice. One more breath. And then bend back into your lunge position just so you can step back to high plank position. Good. Take your time. Either chaturanga or just meet us in down dog. Good. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. One breath in. One breath out. And then look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway on the inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, let's rise all the way up to stand. We'll take it right over to the other side. That left arm wraps underneath the right. Connect the elbows, press the palms, pull the hands away from the face. Find those eagle legs, left leg over top the right leg. Good. Elbows and knees kind of just lined up in an imaginary straight line over each other. Nice. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, elbows come down to tap the knee, nice and controlled. There's never any rush to get in and out of these poses. And then from here, unhook that top leg, float it back like a warrior three. Your choice, either you keep the eagle fingers, reach them further forward, or maybe you reach those arms back almost like an airplane. One more option for the arms here is to interlace the hands behind the backs. Come back to that clasp palm position. Go wherever you are, stay with it, set your gaze, nice concentration. Nice, one more breath. And then step back, left foot touches the floor, find that lunge position, take the arms up overhead. Good, so feel settled, nice and strong. Bring your hands to your heart center, deep breath in. Exhale and twist, left elbow now over to the right side. Good, try to anchor your elbow into the right leg. Stay here or maybe flower the arms open. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you move slightly deeper. Good, strong through the ball of that back foot. One more time, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Nice. And then let it go. Let your hands frame your front foot. We'll straighten that right leg, bow down, chin to shin. So your choice, you can keep your stance as it is, or feel free to step that back foot in closer so that both feet are completely grounded. Good, so either more traditional or less traditional pyramid pose. And then again, look forward as you inhale. Exhale, bow and fold. Good. So this typically would be a place where you can bring blocks underneath your hands. So if you have a prop of some sort, that could help. Good, and imagine your legs like a open pair of scissors, feeling the inner thighs pulling in towards the center. Good, one more breath. And then bend back into your lunge position so you can plant your hands into high plank. Good. Bend the elbows, come down with control, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're just going to keep going. Of course, if you need to rest or if you need a sip of water, feel free to take that at any time. For now, take that right leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. Let's bend the knee and fan open, maybe some big hip circles here. Maybe if you'd like to flip the dog, since we already did some back bends, that could feel good. So find what works for you. Maybe staying in a three-legged dog with the hip open is enough. Go wherever you are, keep breathing. One more breath. And then we'll flip it back over, three-legged dog. Take that right leg high, squeeze the right knee in towards your nose, gently step the foot through. Let's rise up to crescent lunge. Take the arms up overhead. Good. And on the exhale, let's open it up to warrior two. So adjust your stance, a more open hip position now. Front toes forward. Gaze over that right middle finger. Nice. Flip the front palm. Float back, radiant warrior. Reach, reach, reach. And on the exhale, side angle. Right arm comes down. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Good. So maybe you decide to stay. Maybe you take that right hand to the floor. Half or full binds, birds of paradise, since it's a nice, beautiful new day. Maybe you want to explore that this morning. But wherever you are, just be present. Try to eliminate any to-do lists and just be really right here and right now as if nothing else matters. Stay for 3, 2, and then we'll meet back in warrior 2 on 1. So extend through those arms, gaze over that right middle finger, straighten the front leg, set up for your triangle pose, shorten your stance slightly if you like, reach all the way forward, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up, good, and lean back. Nice, gaze is up, otherwise just look down if that bothers your neck. But imagine even with these legs straight that there's engagement in your thighs. So imagine the muscles lifting up away from the kneecaps. Good, one more breath here. And then glance down towards the floor, set up for half moon pose. So lean forward, take that right hand out in front of the right foot. That left leg is going to lift up. Nice. Good. Some creative props here. Flex the left toes in towards you. Maybe reach that left arm high, or maybe reach back for Chapasana, that candy cane variation of your moon where you reach back for that left hand, almost like a half bow position. Wherever you are, just stay strong. If you fall out, try again. Stay just for another 3. Good. 2. And then on 1, release back to your warrior 2. Left foot comes down. Gaze over that right middle finger. Good. And then straighten the right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Let's set up for twisted triangle. So I recommend stepping your back foot in closer and then readjusting your hips and your shoulders so you're facing the front of the mat again. Good. Back foot has to adjust a little bit. Left arm, reach it up high. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, lean forward and down. Left hand to either side of the foot. Again, maybe finding those blocks or pillows or whatever gives you that little boost from the floor. That right arm reaches up high. Good. So imagine your hips staying square and you're twisting through your torso. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Then slowly let it go. Let the hands come down. Just step your back foot forward. Take a little ragdoll position here. A little sway from side to side. And then heel toe the feet together. Before we do the other side, we'll add a little bit in between. So chair pose, drop the bottoms low, reach those arms up. Good. And then from this chair position, come all the way down onto the floor. We'll set up for a couple boat poses. So balance on the sit bones. Squeeze your legs in towards the center. Lift the chest through the arms. Good. Maybe you hold on. Maybe you extend the arms forward. Good. Stay for 3. Nice. Gazing point is at the toes. 2. And then on 1, hover down, low boat. Stay and breathe for 3. Good. 2. Lift back up, high boat. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Stay for 3. 2. Hover down, low boat. Good. Just for 3. 2. Last set. Lift back up, high boat. Hold on if you need to. Good. Stay and breathe. 3. 2. And then low boat. Everything hovers down just for 3. 2. And then on 1, relax all the way to the floor. Just take a moment to stretch out. Let those arms reach over your head. Good. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbows. And then bring your knees in towards the chest. Give yourselves a little squeeze, a little hug. Start to rock and roll here, forward and back, the whole length of the spine. Eventually to meet in down dog. So maybe you vinyasa through, get that momentum to plant the hands, back to downward facing, or back to chaturanga rather. Otherwise, just simply walk the feet back. Down dog is where we'll meet. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's set up for the left side now. So take the left leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. Good. Bend the knee, fan open. So again, maybe stack through the hips. Maybe those big hip circles. Maybe if you want to flip on this side, go right ahead. Keep breathing, those full deep breaths. If you're flipping, make sure your head falls back. You don't want any tension through the neck or the spine. Good. And then we'll flip it back over. 3-legged dog. Take that left leg high. Squeeze the left knee in towards your nose. Step the foot through, crescent lunge. Don't step on any puppies. Take the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, open it up, warrior 2. We'll set it up on the other side. Gaze over that left middle finger. Settle in here, try to sink a little bit deeper so your front knee stacks above that front ankle, and then flip the front palm, float back, radiant warrior, reach, 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 long on the left side. Exhale, side angle, left arm comes down, right arm reaches up and overhead. Good, again, maybe you stay, maybe you take a deep extended side angle, reaching for the floor, maybe that half or full bind. Nice. Bird of paradise. Whatever works for you this morning. If your mind feels busy, come back to that intention that you set. One more breath here. And then let's slowly start to release. We'll meet back in warrior two. Gaze over that left middle finger, find your focus, and then set up for triangle pose. Straighten the front leg, maybe shorten the stance a bit, and start to reach all the way forward. That's a really important part here, to get some length through the sides of the body. And then left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. And so imagine nice straight line, shoulders stacked. Imagine even your top hip feeling nice and stacked as well. Good. Straight lines, strong lines of energy through the body. Good. Then slowly start to glance down. Set up for your half moon pose. So lean forward. That back leg starts to lift. Take your time setting it up. Imagine lifting that leg as high as the hip. Maybe that right arm reaches high as well. So stay here or reach back for Chapasana, candy cane pose. Maybe reach back so much that it's almost like you're creating a nice back bend here. Good. Looks good. One more breath. Stay strong. And then slowly, slowly release back to warrior two. Let that right foot come down towards the floor. Straighten both legs again, hands to the hips, set up for twisted triangle. So you want to square your hips off, step your right foot in closer. And to really get that squareness in the hips, your right toes really have to face the front corner of your mat. Good. And then right arm, reach it up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, lean forward and down, twisted triangle, right hand to either side of your foot. More intense if you take it to the outside of the foot. Left arm reaches up. Good. Inhale. Long through the spine. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Good. Try it again. Inhale. Twist on the exhale. Belly's engaged. Nice. And then let it go. Hands come down. Step your back foot forward. Shake it out a little bit. Maybe widen your stance. Sway from side to side. And then release your hands down towards the floor. Heel toe those feet back to touch. Look forward as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Chair pose. Drop the bottoms low. Reach those arms up. Good. Sink a little bit deeper. A little bit more. And then all the way down onto your bottoms. This time, lay down onto your backs. We'll set up for a couple more back bends, bridge or upward facing bow. So stamp your feet down into the floor and start to lift those hips up. Good. Interlace your hands underneath your backs. Shimmy the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Really firm through your feet, so firm that you're pressing even more into the big toes of your feet. Good. Stay for 3, 2, and then slowly come on down. If you want to neutralize a little bit, just rock your knees from side to side. And then we'll try that again. Stamp through the feet, lift the hips up, interlace the hands underneath the backs. Maybe you're moving into upward facing bow. Good. Find the back bend that works for you. Stay for 3, 2, and then slowly, slowly come on down. Maybe rock those knees side to side. Last one. Choose how you want to take it. Stamp down through the feet. Lift those hips up. We'll hold this one a little bit longer. Stay for 8. Good. 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, slowly, slowly come on down. Rock the knees here, side to side. Then just a couple of breaths in Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees open. One hand to your hearts, one hand to your bellies. So tap into your breath. Tap into the heartbeat. Two more breaths here. And then slowly bring the knees in towards your chest. Close them up like a little book. Start to rock and roll again, forward and back. A few times, eventually to meet in down dog. So again, plant the hands, either step back or chaturanga through. Inhale, keep breathing. Exhale, downward facing is where we'll meet. Good, so we'll set up for half pigeon pose. So from down dog, take the right leg, reach it up high. We'll add a little bit of core right before. So bring your right knee towards your right elbow, ripple forward like a plank, and then crisscross the right knee to the left elbow. Good, back to the right elbow, over to the left elbow, and then over to the right elbow. This time set up your half pigeon, right knee stays behind the wrist, that right foot angles over towards the left side of the mat. Let your left leg come long behind you, extend the arms out in front. Good, so take your time setting this up. Sometimes in the studio, we would put a block here underneath the right hip or thigh. So if you have something that will kind of assist you there in your house, feel free to grab that. Otherwise, just settle here, really flex through the front ankle so that your joints are engaged. Point through your back toes and just let your body melt down towards the earth. And just continue to breathe. Again, fine tune your focus so that you're still present and we're not wandering off into this afternoon or going back to yesterday. Just be right here. Two more breaths. And then slowly just start to crawl back onto the hands. We'll set up for Janu Shirshasana here. So just lean over to the right hip. Let the left leg extend forward. Right foot tucks into that highest point of the left thigh. Arms up overhead. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bow down and fold forward. Imagine your chin coming towards your extended shin. Take a little look forward. Take an inhale. On the exhale, bow and fold just a little bit deeper. And then slowly on the next inhale, rise up. Walk the right hand behind you. Set up for a gate position as you lift your hips up. Reach that left arm up overhead. Let the head fall back slightly behind you. So get a nice front body stretch. And on the exhale, everything comes down towards the floor. You can extend the legs out in front of you, shake them out a little bit. And then crisscross your legs. This will be the last vinyasa. Plant the hands. So your choice if you want to take it or simply just meet us in downward facing dog. And then from down dog, take the left leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. A little bit of core work again. Left knee towards that left elbow. Come all the way forward. And then crisscross left knee to the right elbow, over to the left, over to the right, back to the left. And then from here, set up that half pigeon. Left knee comes behind that left wrist. Right leg sinks down towards the floor. Really flex through that front ankle. Point those back toes. Take your time to set it up however you need to. If pigeon's not working for you, of course, there's other options where you can do a seated figure four, or you can create this shape laying on your back. Otherwise, just start to melt the arms and the chest out in front of you. Two more breaths here. And then slowly just start to crawl back onto the hands. Lean over to the left hip, Janu Shirshasana, forehead to knee pose on the other side. Let that right leg come long. Left foot tucks into the highest point of the right thigh. And then arms up overhead, deep breath in. On the exhale, start to bow and fold forward. So again, the literal translation here is forehead to knee. Sometimes we say chin to shin. So really whatever makes most sense for you to take this fold. Look forward at the toes, take an inhale. Exhale, maybe melt a little bit deeper. Nice, and then slowly on the inhale, rise back up. That left hand reaches back behind, lift those hips up for that gate position. Is really just a nice counter stretch here. Maybe your head even falls back here as well. And then exhale, let it all go. Good, everything comes down. Let the legs extend out in front of you. Let your arms reach out in front of you as well. And then slowly just start to recline all the way down onto your backs. We'll set up for Shavasana. So I'll offer a recline twist. If there's something else that you want, like an inversion or a happy baby, go right ahead. Otherwise, just squeeze your knees in towards your chest and then drop the knees over towards the left. You can gaze open towards the right. Feel free to create almost like eagle legs here if you want to wrap that right leg over top the left. And then slowly, slowly come back through center. Over to the other side. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. And then slowly come back through center. Give yourselves one final squeeze, one final hug. And then set up for your Shavasana, your resting pose, which will really help you set the tone for the whole rest of your Saturday. Keeping you in your body, in your breath. But now just letting yourself be still for these next few moments. So just let your feet flop open, let your palms face upward. And just take the time to just let something go. So slowly just start to come back. Just little movements through the toes and the fingers. And we'll end just as you are. You can continue to lay down. Just bring your hands to your heart center. We'll take a nice cleansing breath. So fill the lungs on the inhale. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. It's time for Om. Feel free to join me from your homes or simply listen. Take a deep breath in. And then both hands to the middle of your foreheads. The light in me honors and respects the light that exists in each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I bow to you all. Namaste. Take your time getting up. Enjoy your Saturday. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Lisa.
Of course. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Stay well.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you. Nice seeing you all.
Thank you, Lisa.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Lisa,
guys.
that was great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, Karen. See you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. I appreciate you all.
Love
Bye,
you.
guys. See ya.
Bye. I can't get out. I don't know what's going on here.